Alrighty, y'all, Haley Angler here. Man, when I was a kid, growing up, in the late 80s, early 90s, Ghostbusters were everything. From the time I watched the first Ghostbusters, I was probably 5, 6 years old. And Dr. Ray Stantz comes in with this 1959 Cadillac hearse ambulance combination, and he goes, "Everybody can relax, I found the car." And he paid $4,800 for it, which as a kid I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. And then they asked, well, what does it need? You know, what is this car, what kind of shape is it in? And he's like, it needs suspension, shocks, brakes, brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission, rear end, new rings, mufflers, and maybe some little wiring. I had no clue. I'm 6 years old. I don't know what that means. Later on in the movie, lady comes walking into the firehouse, and he's got up in the engine bay working on something, and that became the iconic ECTO-1 Ecto-mobile. Man, I struggled on that one. But anyways, here it is, the Lego ECTO-1, and it is an absolute beauty. So this thing is based off of a 1959 Cadillac Miller-Meteor ambulance conversion. So only about 400 of these were made, and they made them to either be hearses or ambulances, and small towns actually used them to be both. So whether you were dead or alive, this car in the early 60s, mid 60s would probably come and pick you up. But we know it as the ECTO-1 from the Ghostbusters, and it's iconic. This is one of those iconic Batmobile vehicles you can get, is being the Ghostbusters. You see this thing, you know what it is, you know what it does. This thing's a beast. This thing is 21 feet long, weighed about 7,300 pounds. The power plant in this thing, and Lego has done an absolutely incredible job with the detail. The power plant in this thing is a 6.3 liter V8, which had about, at the time, 320 horsepower and about 435 torque, which sounds like a lot, but when you're carrying 7,300 pounds, this thing was probably slow. They had air ride suspension, and so apparently the ride is very comfortable on this thing. Wouldn't really know, I've never been in a 1959 Cadillac, but Cadillacs today are smooth. Cadillac in the 90s were smooth, so I can only assume back then that was the Cadillac name. They were smooth. These tail fins are the largest tail fins ever on a production car, and they are the same from a 1959 Cadillac Eldorado, and these things are freaking awesome. So the movie set, Ghostbusters, they bought 2 of these cars. The first one actually crapped out on Brooklyn Bridge. It died. And the production crew got fined, some heavy fines. Massive traffic delays, massive backups, stuff like that. And the production crew got fined for it. And then they came out and had the ECTO-1A just to finish filming. And that car would backfire and billow smoke and stuff. So when you watch Ghostbusters 2 and you hear the car backfire, or you see all this black smoke coming out of tailpipes, that's not special effects. That was actually the car dying. So, I screwed up here. The roof rack. So let's get into this Lego here. So this roof rack is full. I gotta be careful, and when I get into what I don't like about it, I'm gonna show you guys what I don't like. But anyways, the Lego's done an incredible job. This is the most detailed Lego ECTO-1 model ever. The only thing well, never mind. I'll get to that in a minute. So the roof rack, heavily detailed roof racks, got Muon scrubbers, radio GPS locator, high intensity microphones, EMF scrubbers, a tracking antenna to monitor the psychokinetic energy, which would be that. This is a radome, I think is what they call that. And then this is, I'm not sure. I really couldn't tell you what all the gadgets could do, but I could tell you it's definitely detailed. So look at the back side of it. And they even got the ladder rack on the side, so you can get up there to get to all your gadgets to work on them. So as far as the Lego information. This is the Ghostbusters ECTO-1, number 10274. It is 2,352 pieces to build it or whatnot. It is considered a creator expert, so this is more for your teenagers to your adults, small kids, and even younger kids, like let's say 10 to 15 would probably I would say 10 and younger would struggle with this, because as an adult, this is actually the biggest Lego I've put together as far as pieces, and I struggled at times. And there was times I would take this thing apart and had to put it back together because I wasn't putting it together right. So it is definitely it's definitely challenging, but it's very rewarding when you get this final thing. And like I said, when the childhood memories came flooding back, they came flooding back. I mean, I am a fanatic of Ghostbusters. So growing up, I mean, I had the firehouse, the action figures, the Slimer. I mean, I had it, Proton Packs, and the ghost thing that I would throw out on the floor and kick my foot on it and it would open up. I had it all. Dressed like them like in Halloween. I mean, Ghostbusters was my childhood. So this car brought out a lot of good memories of just the movie and stuff growing up, and me just reminiscing on all that kind of stuff. So, but Lego has done an actual phenomenal job. I truly enjoy this. You guys have to pardon me because I gotta get the little remote control ghost catcher. Lego's done an absolute phenomenal job. I mean, you guys could tell there is detail for days in this car. And when you open up the side, this is actually pretty cool, and this is something in the new movie. They have turned this thing into a mobile ghost catching machine. So when it's out like that, uh-oh, why is it not working on me? Of course it's not gonna work when YouTube's watching. Come on, there it goes. When it's out like that, this thing is a mobile catching machine, ghost catching machine. So you just tap that, boom, seat comes right out. That wedge in there. So that is a pretty cool feature. But as you can tell, everything in here, I don't know if you can see the steering wheel. The little beacon light up top actually controls the steering wheel, which actually controls the wheels. They turn with it as well. So that's pretty cool little detail in there. But even the inside is incredibly detailed, all the way through with the dash going into the back with the mobile command center, ghost center. So on the back of it, you have the Proton Packs, what they did get rid of for this new movie. In the old movie, the ambulance gunny would come out and they put their Proton Packs in it. This one, they've removed all that. The Proton Packs are on the side along with the ghost radar material, and then you have a remote control ghost catching car. So, and then that is basically a trap door. Trap door falls out, the car comes out, and then that is pretty freaking cool. And that's something to do with the new movie. So, but absolutely incredibly detailed. This thing, man, I can't talk about how detailed this thing is enough, because it's incredible. And I really sincerely hope the camera can catch the amount of detail that's on it. So it is definitely awesome. But you got your Ghostbusters, iconic. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. And even looking here, 6.3, 324 horsepower motor, and Lego did a good job. I mean, it looks like a little engine sitting in that hood. So I gotta give props to Lego. So pros, again, I think you guys have figured out the pros. Absolutely incredible, absolutely detailed. It was very fun to put together. I think it took me probably 6 to 8 hours. I did it in 2 stints. So that did take a minute to put together. If you can build them faster, good for you. I'm kind of new with the Lego games, so it's gonna take me a minute. And actually, when my little remote control car fell out, it came apart on me. So But you got your little, this is a remote control ghost catcher. I forget exactly what they call this thing, but it's RC controlled now. And if you go watch the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife, you will see they come screaming around the corner. The seat pops out. This thing pops out from underneath. And then somebody's got a proton pack. A young kid's got a proton pack, and they're shooting the ghost to lock it in place while the car is going up underneath it for the trap doors. And it just came apart again. And that is going to take me to what I don't like about this Lego piece. And this one seems worse than a lot of the other ones I have, but a lot of the other Legos I have aren't necessarily toys. They're more helmets, dinosaurs, Baby Yoda, and I do have some Lego ships that are toys, but they just, for me, all this stuff sits on a shelf. I don't play with them. This car though, if this is designed to be a toy to be played with, it doesn't take much for the wheels to come off of this car. I don't like that. And then something that always annoys me, if I pick this thing up to show somebody, I barely touch this bumper and pieces fall off of it. And then I have to put it all back together. And that is, I just don't like it. This is a toy. If kids are supposed to play with this, they're going to lose pieces. And that is one con I have, but it's not a bad con. Again, this isn't really, I don't believe this is meant for the kids because it is so detailed. I kind of don't know how that one goes in there. I'm going to have to read the instruction book now because I can't figure that out. But yeah, if kids are supposed to be putting this together or whatnot, they're going to struggle. And because of that, I don't think this is meant for kids, so this wouldn't really be a bad idea. I think this is really meant for people like me. You know, grew up, brought back all those childhood memories, and good on Lego for doing so. To me, it was worth every dime. So, but the ECTO-1, the ECTO-Mobile, this thing's just awesome. That's really the only thing I can say about it, is this car is awesome. When the wheels rotate, I forgot to show this off. When you roll this thing on the ground, the antenna moves, and then the psychokinetic sniffers move back and forth. So that's pretty cool. So unfortunately, none of the beacons or nothing like that moves, but that's all right. You can't go wrong with this car. You really can't. So that's about all I got to say about it. Heavily detailed, and I really like it. So this car is based off of the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie, which comes out this Friday, November 19th. I know it got delayed or whatnot for all the COVID stuff going on and everything in the world that was just happening for the last couple of years. But Lego released this car last year. I bought it pre-ordered, bought this thing, and it was for the movie. I believe it was supposed to come out Christmas last year, and it never did. So it got delayed, but now it's coming out Friday, November 19th. So if you guys are Ghostbuster fans, I'm sure y'all are excited. I'm sure you want to go watch it, and do so. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts about the movie. Let me know your thoughts about the ECTO-Mobile. As a kid or as an adult or whatnot, you come across this iconic car. Let me know your thoughts about it, because this thing's it's just a movie classic. This thing is truly a classic, and I love it. But that's all I got, guys. Hopefully it's a good, decent deal. I like this car. It's a great car. Great car. Great Lego. I had fun building it, and I'm sure y'all will as well. So, but if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll catch you.